Irv Gotti, founder of Murder Inc. Records, passes away recently at the age of 54. God bless the dead. I think he also died on the same day that your brother's birthday, QC.
Yeah.
Shout out QC.
Happy birthday.
God bless the dead. Um, Following his death, rapper 50 Cent, known for his long-lasting feud with Gotti, made a controversial Instagram post. In the post, 50 Cent shared an image of himself, a G Unit in a G Unit sweatsuit, smoking a hookah beside a mock headstone labeled RIP, accompanied by a caption stating, "I'm smoking on that Gotti pack. Nah, God bless him. LOL." Now that was just the biggest shade in life. The, 50 is trolling people in their death. We just spoke about 50 and loyalty and how he is and with beef on the last podcast about his situation with Big Meech. He's been beefing with Irv for longer than he was beefing with Rick Ross. And I mean, Irv couldn't even die in peace. There is no rest in peace with 50, saying that he's smoking on the Irv pack.
But what did you expect? That's his enemy. I mean, that's the closest to respect that 50 gonna give you. The saying rest in peace. It's like it's 50. He's gonna be sarcastic. He's gonna be shady. He's gonna be petty. But hey, we should God bless you. Like I'm not shocked. I didn't really, yeah, think too much of it. I think that's the best way he knew how to say it to an enemy.
Yeah, I just didn't like that. It's hard to find it comical when it's a real death. I think he said something about him the day before as well when we heard he had a stroke.
Yeah, now that I didn't like. I remember something.
I can't remember what he said, but we heard Irv had a stroke. I didn't even know they were saying another stroke. I didn't know he had. Did he, had multiple strokes within his lifetime? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I remember hearing about one when he first, when Ashanti and Nelly first got back together or something like that. Yeah.
Poor Irv. It's health is a huge thing. I don't know if 54 to me that sounds like an unnatural death. It's way too young. In my opinion, I could be wrong. I doubt it. 54 is pretty young. I think for black men, I think it's 73 is the national average lifespan. You know what I'm saying, for black men is 73. I don't know if Irv's black. I don't know, but 54 is pretty young. And it seems unnatural to me, so I don't know if drugs were involved. Lifestyle is a thing, okay? When you live in a certain lifestyle and you 54 years old, there's no way you can keep doing it now. I think that he had just recently came into a big bag, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
Something like
I
that.
think he had sold the entire Murder Inc. catalog. And I think he came into a couple hundred M's, or at least 100. I remember hearing that. It might have been a year or so ago. He was doing his little thing with BET or whatever, had a little show joint with BET. And it don't even seem like he was able to enjoy some of the fruits of his labor on the back end. You put a lot of work in your 20s, 30s, 40s. He's top of his 50s, 54 years old, out of here. So it just made me wonder, is lifestyle and health a thing with that?
I think lifestyle, health, the way you treat people, the way you carry yourself, all of that plays a part of, I think, your life or longevity when it comes to life. I think all of that do. So yeah, definitely. I don't know. I mean, I don't know him personally to say he just went taking care of himself, but clearly I can see that he drank. I think we all seen with the drink tramps. He didn't know his limit. He drunk a little too much. We definitely heard the stories of the partying and the drugs. So I mean, I didn't see him personally do it, but I would say if I had to guess, he definitely didn't take care of himself like he should have or could have. And that's the sad part about it because when you get to a certain part with money or get to a certain status, people they tend to enjoy what they would think is freedom and get involved in all this stuff instead of investing in themselves, such as good health, eating right, making sure I'm not partying, making sure I'm getting the proper rest and all, etc. So yeah, I think all of that played a part.
Great point. I just, I mean, that young, I just thought that he should have been able to spend more time with his money and his family.
I
You
mean,
know.
it's definitely unfortunate. 54 is young.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it's actually really young. You see people out here living past that looking great. They 70
Looking
something
great.
years old. I mean, many celebrities that looks really good for their age, and you can tell they're taking care of themselves. Again, I don't know if he just wasn't taking care of himself, what caused the stroke or whatever, but it is just unfortunate to hear that he was as successful as he was, and had some things going on. I think with Murder Inc., but because of the health, it caused a pause to it, and then it leads to death. I think that's just sad.
Yeah, yeah. I hate that. And moreover, 50 made it even worse. Seem like on social media when he smoked on him. Like the young boys do. I really did. I hated to see that. I did hate to see that, but it's 50, and he's gonna take it to the grave.
I mean, 50 has shown you who he is. I don't expect nothing else. Like I said before on the previous podcast, I am kind of disappointed on how he's been handling a lot of stuff on social media with his posting. Because it does kind of come off like he's in his feelings to me, and just my opinion, it looks like you're in your feelings. So you keep posting about this guy being a rat. Now you posting about this man, and it's petty. And I mean, you kind of want. I mean, I wouldn't. If it was my enemy, I would still lift up prayers. You know what I'm saying, for the family and those. And if somebody I didn't deal with, but with 50, it's like he just petty. I mean, I'm kind of shocked, but I'm not
Yeah, I
shocked.
wonder if Ja feel a way about that. I mean, he's that's the other counterpart to that beef, and so they've been beefing for so long that I'm sure Ja feel a way about that. But then in this time of bereavement for their team and their family, I mean, I hope Ja decides to take the high road because you can't win with this guy. This guy 50 Cent, you can't win with this guy.
I mean, he hasn't
He's the
won.
king of the troll.
Why would he even try to bark up that tree when he already know there's no winning when it comes to 50? When it comes to their beef, 50 been shut that down. Like, I would think Ja would continue to be the mature one and kind of go his way because I mean, if I was 50, it was like somebody talking about Ja feel away, I laugh. Like, what he gonna do to me? What has he done with all this time? Like it's kind of, did 50 kind of shut down his career? I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know. I was kind of young. I ain't really big in rap, but I remember they had Murder Inc. had a nice look. Ja Rule had a
Nice
nice
run.
little run, and then 50 stepped on the scene, and Ja Rule kind of disappeared, and you heard they was beefing. So it was like. Yeah, I mean, I would think that he'd be in his feelings, but I don't think he gonna say anything or step to 50 or address it or nothing. I think he's gonna continue to take the high road, which he should. I mean, that's the mature thing to do. I would.
50 did
I
play a
ain't got.
big role in Ja Rule, the way the end of his career went, as far as musically. I do think he played a big role in that. I mean, that was my thoughts on it. I just really want to lightly touch on and pause. But rest in peace, Irv Gotti, and shout out to his family and everything like that. We'll definitely be lifting you guys up in prayer, and that's major.
That's major.
Watch this video right here, guys.